Alright, so this is the Zoltan A. It starts with 1 shield, 1 engine, 1 oxygen, 3 power in weapons, med bay instead of clone bay, or heal burst, 1 piloting, 1 sensors, and 2 doors. We also have 3 Zoltan crew. While they only have 70 HP to the standard 100, they deal 15 damage when they explode and provide a power bar to the room they are standing in. Which is a benefit and a curse. As they move throughout the ship, they power and unpower systems, which can really screw up the cooldowns or the timings of weapons. And also, though, you can use them on items that have a cooldown, such as mind control and hacking, and steel power bars to move them to be used in other places. We get a halberd beam. Halberd beam, in my opinion, is the best beam weapon in the game for 3 powers and a wait of 17 seconds. We have a 2 damage beam. So that means against no shields, it deals 2 damage. 1 shield bubble, it will do a single damage. We also got this Zoltan shield, best augment in the game, in my opinion. And this gives us a buffer of 5 damage at the beginning of every fight. I think that covers just about everything. So, strengths and weaknesses. Venting and boarding are pretty dangerous. Luckily, we do start with, or not luckily, by design, we start with level 2 doors to help with that. But you see we only have venting in this area and this area as well. So fires in O2, engines, and sensors are difficult to put out. And at 70 HP, our crew dies kind of quickly while putting them out. But, so the strengths really come in the fact that we have a good halberd beam. Zoltan shield's amazing. We do come with shields. Other versions of the ship do not. Lido is not a particularly amazing weapon, but at the worst case scenarios, we can sell it for more scrap. The data you carry is vital to the remaining Federation fleet. You'll need supplies for the journey, so make sure to explore each sector before moving on to the next, but get to the exit before pursuing Rebel fleet can catch up. Alright, check out the sector layout. It's gross. What is this? Okay, so we don't even have a connection in any of these jumps down here. So I guess we waste some time, come back, and then down. Get about 12 jumps a sector, though each nebula normally counts as about an extra jump, so we can do about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe. But we can come across if we... and then top and back down. Now, since we have the Zoltan shield to go with a shield bubble, level 2 shields in this sector are not the main priority. It's not a bad priority, but it's not a main priority. Better is to get a better weapon than the Leto. While the halberd beam will make quick work of all the 1-shielded ships we'll come across, if we start dealing with things with hacking, 2 shield ships, it does absolutely nothing. Worst case scenario, again, is upgrading the Leto and hoping that hit shields with that to make them vulnerable to the halberd beam. Also, we want a crew member so we can move the Zoltan off piloting. While he's a pilot, we're not using his power bar. As you see, our reactor is only at 5, which is low. That means we have a lot of cheap reactor parts we can buy. Same with engines. Normally you start with about 2 engines. And we shall begin. Alright, let's see. It appears that an automated rebel scout has positioned within the nebula, warning of your passing. Okay, they are trying to get away. One shield, combat drone 2. So we're gonna just try and make ourselves safe. It shouldn't have particularly high power engines or anything above level 2 piloting. The halberd beam should be able to do its job, since beam weapons cannot be dodged. And it should take this a little while to actually get through our Zoltan shield. Okay. Now we've made this a completely safe fight. The old waiting game. 1 fuel, 1 missile, and 10 scrap. Upon completing the jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings and welcome to our beacon. For a fee, we'll let you continue on your way. Reject that offer. Too bad, we will regret this decision. Okay, so we got if that's a basic laser, which it looks like it, that's most likely an Artemis. 3-powered weapon system, so that'll do 2 damage in 1. It'll take 2 cycles, or it cracks our shield. We start the halberd beam in shields. The idea is we hope it deals enough damage that it drops the shield bubble and maximizes the damage to the rest of the ship. Though I find when starting with this particular Zoltan ship, most of the enemy ships have a shield point or a buffer in shields. Like so. Oh, I was hoping it wouldn't get the missile back online. Would have thought about going for a crew kill there. Ship explodes, giving us 3 fuel, 1 drone, and 14 scrap. Okay, that does connect over there. Always want to maximize the number of jumps you get within a sector. There are scrap opportunities. Oh, can't afford either of those crew. No, thank you. Okay, we're in a nebula, so no sensors. Mantis ship hails you through the storm. These are sacred Ergthignic clan hunting grounds, obviously. You are prey, shields up. Alright, mini beam and a burst laser. So again, we'll start in the shields, cut across 4 runes. And one-shot them. 2 fuel, 1 drone part, and 18 scrap. See, detect a Mantis expedition vessel returning home with its hull. You determine our So determined are they, in fact, that they don't wait to see if you're hostile before firing. Same thing as before. Let's see, what other things we could talk about in regards to the ship. The Zoltan shield, while it also absorbs 5 damage, while it is up, enemies cannot board us. They cannot mind control our crew. Though ion weapons do double damage against the Zoltan shield. Okay, sorry. Just readjusting the volumes. Of course you're the store. That's mean. Okay. Nearby planet long since abandoned. See, once you arrive at the once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to advance hacking tools. If you've tried to shut down your engines, ha ha ha! Joke's on you. We only have one engine. Okay, so the mind control isn't doing anything. Shields through the mind control and the O2. I could have crew over on scanners just to see what they're doing over there. Okay, they still have the oxygen down. The heavy laser cannot get past our shield. Now they can do damage to us. And they got the oxygen back online. The pirate ship destroyed. Your system is restored to its full function. 6 fuel, 19 scrap. Let's see, so we're already up to 77 scrap. But we missed the store. Let's see, refugee ship drifting in space. Let's see, sorry. It looks as if it was fleeing the rebel advance and ran out of fuel. Its distress beacon is active, but you're not sure anyone is on board. And its communications seem to be down. Let's see. We can totally lose crew investigating this. If you had a clone bay, then it would be okay. But we can't afford to lose anybody here. Okay, well, here's our store. Drone control, mind control. The weapon pre-igniter. Not going for weapon pre-igniter. Hull laser Mark II. Now, these are all, like, pretty late-game weapons. We kind of already have one. Too early to buy a system, I feel. And no crew. The drone control is nice, though. We might pick one up later. It's a good ship to use anti-missile drone. Okay, 19 fuel, we're already... don't need any other supplies. We'll go ahead and just get a second shield bubble on the safe side. Always best to play it safe with FTL. It's a sun! Beacon is placed too close to a supergiant Class M star. As long as our shield is up, we are relatively safe. There will be a solar flare every few seconds. Not every few seconds, every about 20 seconds or so. Which will start fires. If you don't have a shield up when the when the flare goes off, you will get anywhere from 3 to 5 fires on board your ship. Elsewise, you only get 1 to 2. Decent offer, but not great. We really need scrap more than supplies right now, so we will not take that surrender. Now they only have an ion weapon. Again, want to have 2 shields up. Put them back in their positions, and then we can leave. Going to the exit then, and on to the next sector. Scanners show intelligent life forms on a nearby planet. No match for them can be followed. Investigate. It's always safe to investigate and try to communicate peacefully. None of your attempts to communicate seem to work. They just stare at you silently. As you prepare to leave, one of the creatures canters forward and forcibly nudges you away from the ship. He seems to want you to follow him. Eventually, they guide you to an old NG ship crash site. Inside, you are able to find and reactivate an NG. So we get an NG and 9 scrap. Well, that's pretty good. Actually, that's more than good. That's fantastic. So we just gained a power bar. NG's great. As I said, one of the problems is fires in this ship, and NGs are the best repairers in the game. Unfortunately, you normally want an NG running about to, do such the repairs, but the power bar is more important. And we can put them on shields again to activate the power bar, and already have level 2 doors, which I normally prioritize higher than shields. To the next sector. NG controlled and a nebula. We don't have long-range scanners, so let's go ahead to NG control. Nebulas are typically filled with a lot of empty jumps. You have arrived in NG space. The Mantis have been threatening the NG core worlds, but you should be able to stock up on your journey. Store right off the bat. Small merchant ship message you. Underground Federation comm channels are all talking about your secret mission. Let us install a weapon. Good luck. Hermes missile. Okay. Well, that gives us something we can sell at the store. It would take us way too long to get this online versus getting the Lido online. So we're hoping to find, in this sector, we'll get at least level 2 engines by the end of this sector. And a weapon to help out the halberd beam in removing the shields. We can always just do the upgrade for the Lido, as I said. Not ideal. So I want to get in as many jumps before the store so we can maximize our buying power. You received a message from a small convoy. They're looking for some military supplies and offer to improve your reactor in exchange. It's only 20 scrap and we're actually full on power. but I don't have a use for the drones, so I'll go ahead and say yes. Upon completing your jump, you receive a message from a nearby ship. Greetings, welcome to our beacon. For a small fee, we'll let you continue on your way. We will reject their offer. So, it looks like we're going to actually put the Hermes missile to use because of them having 2 shields. Let's see, let's check their health. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if they have no shields up, we can just hit 4 rooms and they'll die. Sounds like a plan. Worst case scenario is at least getting the weapon offline. They offer to give you some of their goods if you don't destroy their ship. 4 fuel, 2 missiles, 14 scrap, and an explosive replicator. That sounds like a reasonable offer. So we got an explosive replicator, which means there's a 50% chance when we fire a missile, we actually don't use one up. Okay, we have 2 jumps before the store, 50 scrap, sell the Hermes, sell the missile replicator. Hopefully find some crew, but we can spend 15 scrap on engines. Tempted to also go weapons, hopefully. It's unlikely we'll find another 2 shielded ship. They're pretty rare in Sector 2. You stumble across a forward scout for the Rebel fleet. FTL charging. Okay, so we have a basic laser and a beam weapon, so they cannot get past our 2 shields. While we don't want them to get away, my first goal is to... I was thinking doing as much damage as possible to the ship to force repairs, but because we have the Zoltan shield, their boars aren't coming over, they will have a lot of crew. What would be the best way to do this without them getting away? So I also should have just, with our shield system as we were set up, I should have just bought the power bar to make sure the Lado is online for this fight. Okay, we did do enough damage to actually pull them off piloting. Okay, we have boarders. Distracted by the doors, that's fine. NG will get there first. 2 fuel, 1 drone, and 15 scrap. I should have already moved him into position to help out in case I needed it. So yeah, borders are scary. Turn to your positions. We probably could have netted another jump before we get to the store. Alright. More Zoltans and NGs. Those... not what I was really looking for. So you normally want a somewhat diversified group board your ship unless you have a specific task like more Mantis and others for boarding. Unfortunately, we don't have a weapon here, and we will need to actually improve our weapon system. I guess we'll hold on to the replicator right now. We have enough scrap ship to power up the Lido. We have nothing else we really want to buy. Yeah, shield charge booster, that's not great. Respirators and reverse ion field. These are sort of like nice things if you to burn scrap on. The reverse ion field actually does work in pulsars, which is really strong. And shield charge booster with like a fully trained shield can make a difference in some fights, but like I said, it's mostly you just have some scrap to burn, and we don't. We're going to try and find another store. Okay, there it is. And find, hopefully, an improvement for our weapons. For our crew, the NG are awaiting you at the beacon with their weapons online. They explain a computer virus is wanted for hostile acts against the NG. Variable interference is aboard your vessel. Continue. They insist you must destroy your ship to prevent the virus. NG crew, have our crew negotiate with the NG. Flying is gone. Okay. We will need you to move over there. Float a power bar so nothing gets too screwed up. Alright. They have an anti-drone here. Which makes it unlikely for our missile to get through. Oh, we could get it through now if we wanted. Alright. We'll depower the oxygen, get 2 shield bubbles, and that will make us safe from their weapon system. We can sort of just take this fight at a leisurely pace. When it's over, we will get our crew member back, and they will be fully trained. Two fuel, 1 drone, 21 scrap, and there's virus. Yeah, so fully trained in all the skills. Nice to have a pilot already fully trained, though we're gonna try and dump them somewhere else as soon as we find more crew. To the store. Or weapons. Again, totally open for both those things. Flak 1, more NGs and a burst 2. Yeah, we can now sell the explosive replicator. Go ahead and buy flak. This is top tier weapon in the game. 2 power, 3 projectiles, fires every 10 seconds. Out of curiosity, not out of curiosity, out of necessity, how much? 50 scrap to get that online. So we could sell the Lido for an extra 10 scrap to get us that much closer, but don't see the need for it. It's not that the Lito's strong, it's just that it gives us options right now. And we do have room for to be that flexible. So the next goal is just getting 50 scrap, get the flak online. And we'll have a pretty solid weapon system for the first few sectors once that occurs. Sensors picked up a refugee ship drifting through the system, no doubt one of the many fleeing the rebel advance. Hail them. Let's see, the vessel is relayed to hear from you and they're running low on supplies. Suggest a trade, 3 missiles for 3 drone parts. Missiles are worth about 6 scrap, drones are worth 8. Sure, I guess I'll do the trade. So maybe we will get either a drone system or hacking for the drone parts and get value out of that. As I said, we're going to dump the Lido. And soon enough that I'm not worried about only having 10 missiles. Two, 3, 4, 5. That would be super greedy. 1, 2, 3, 4. After a short time, you receive a message. Hello, I hope it's not a bother, but I'm looking for an escort to the nearby system. We accept. 2 fuel and a quest marker for the next sector. Come on, give me some fights so I can get some scrap. A cluster of NG satellites is orbiting a nearby planet. Our only clue the mechanical species was ever here. You have other places to be. I have more than enough fuel, thank you. Could have got an extra jump in this sector. To begin your charge your FTL drive and do a quick scan of the local planet, you find the ruins of a recently destroyed Federation colony on its surface. There must be a rebel ship in the vicinity. Let's go looking for it. Hey, rebel ship. Alright, they got 1 shield. No point in using the missile if we don't need to. We don't need to right now. Oh, that damage. Two fuel, 1 missile, and 15 scrap. That gets us to 43. Just 7 more. Next sector. Mantis Homeworld and Uncharted Nebula. Okay, we'll go Mantis Homeworld. We'll get some slightly harder fights, but the Zoltan shield will help prevent them from boarding immediately. There's our quest marker. Unless I have a Zoltan shield bypass, which they do like an event with ship, they will. Seven. I mean, we can make our way over relatively quickly, then have quite a few jumps to burn. Let's see, you inform a nearby station of your flight from the rebels. They offer to outfit your ship with a weapon and wish you well. Hull Smasher Laser Mark II and 12 scrap. Well, that's pretty cool. Let's see, that's 3, that's 3. We couldn't actually power all these weapons. Hull Laser might be nice for an endgame weapon. It is kind of comforting to know we could stick around with this and be safe for, well, not safe, but have an adequate weapon system for the flagship fight with what we have right now. Okay, that's 2 shields. That's a lot of beams. That's a lot of drones. And unfortunately is going to make pretty quick work of our Zoltan shield. Yeah. This is a bad fight. If they don't hit our weapons, though, we should get out with only minimum damage. Of course, it helps if more than one of our 3 shots hit. Okay, just reassessing the situation here. Okay, the weapon system is down. Both their beam drones are up despite the fact they've taken 1 damage. So they had a buffer point in drones. They have a 5-point drone system. That's bad. Okay. Just hoping the 20% dodge carries us for a little bit. They don't have any evasion right now, though, so that is one thing we have going for us. So both their shields will go down. This will do 2 damage. Okay. To the O2. I mean, that system's already damaged, so it can't be damaged further. Alright, waiting for oxygen to get back up to normal levels, plus heal up the crew. Leo over at the far end. There might actually be fights where it would be better to go whole laser over the halberd beam. So you greeted by a rare sight, a mantis ship that appears not to have noticed you. Let's go ahead and attack the ship. Let's see, that could do 2 damage. Yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, so they have, that bomb hasn't fired for a long time, so that makes me believe that it's an, should be an ion bomb, which is a terrifying weapon. If it hits something vital, it'll shut down any system for about 20 seconds. Three fuel, 1 drone, 25 scrap. Okay, let's go ahead and get another power bar. Do I want one more power bar? I kind of like floating an extra power bar in with this particular ship Because with the Zoltans moving around, if you float a power bar, it doesn't screw up their systems as they move. Or I could improve engines. We'll just do an engine improvement. Hope to get to engines 4 before the end of the sector. And a crew. That's really the hopeful big gains in the next 2 sectors. And just general scrap. There are so many parts of Manta Space that aren't dotted by the wrecks of battles past, but this is one of them. Oh, thank you, Meds, for the auto-host. Spot a small rebel ship nearby. It seems to have been refitted for transport rather than combat. Demand the surrender of their goods. They should be running away. Okay, so we have somewhat scary ship here. In most situations, we have a 2 heavy ones, so that's 4 damage. Our 2 shields prevents that from hurting us. It's the part where they're running away. So as long as we have our 2 shields up, we're okay. Excellent. Maximize damage. Should pull the pilot off. Or just one-shot him. Also works. Let's see. Detect the faint signal from an intact piece of the hull. They were transporting prisoners, and the sole survivor offers to join your crews. The first step to his path of getting revenge. Nice. Oh, what do I want to do with Hector? Alright. We'll lose some evasion, that's okay. Hector will, as a human, gets trained a little bit faster. Put you on doors. While we lose the training, I do want the NG to be able to move around and repair things. They repair at double speed, he's fully trained, so we get a 40% bonus on that. Be a madman, and this gives us even more safety with dealing with borders. And there's the store. 3, 4. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. We can hit the store in 4 jumps. And we hit this point in 5 and that one in 6, though. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Looks like it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, we're gonna be a chicken. We'll skip this point. Go 1, 2, 3, and 4. 5. If it is safe, then we can actually hop over to here and get back to the exit. Let's see, small cruise is broadcasting a repeating message on wideband frequency. All non-Mantis ships that enter our territory are forfeit. Lower your shields and surrender if you value your lives. Ha ha ha! I totally don't value your lives. Our lives. I'm in this with you. Click. There we go. Two fuel, 1 drones, and 20 scrap. Let's hit the store. Reconstructive teleport drone recovery arm. None of those are interesting at all. I'm not desperate to actually get crew. Okay, but we are at a bit of a decision maker here. this weapon doesn't come online until I get another 3 power bars. So that is pretty far down the road. Yep. Right, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that would be an 8 power system. So that is a million miles away. So we're just going to sell it for the scrap. Might as well still keep this, that's fine. We're pretty good on fuel, okay on hull. Yep. Okay. So we'll go ahead and get our 4 engines. This lets us get out of fights that we don't want to be in. More evasion hopefully means our Zoltan shields will last longer. Which again prevents boarding, hacking, mind control, and other nasty things from the enemy ships. Escort ship from the requested beacon. Much to your dismay, you are ambushed by a rebel ship. You walked right into their trap. See, they have to give you some of their goods. 4 fuel, 2 missiles, 11 scrap. Nope, we're good on all those things. You're gonna have to try a little bit harder with your offers. So I guess I have level 2 piloting. $18 scrap. Got to move you back to doors. Okay, so 1, 2, then 3. You cross paths with a Mantis ship that looks like it has a dozen layers of armor, plating, added cover, what must have been a 100-year career. Its captain is the legendary thief Kezekplikathel. Kezekplikathel Bob. It loosely translates to Bob. You're going to fight Bob. So this is the Mantis ship unlock. It requires a ridiculous amount of things that we don't have. I think you need like scanners, a level 2 med bay, and a teleporter. Okay, let's pause. Hit a lot of stuff. Ooh. Actually, wow, they have level 3 oxygen? Seriously? Okay. I was going to moderately entertain a crew kill, but that becomes incredibly less likely. He fights to the last. Bob fights to the last, and as he picks scraps from the corpse of the ship, you sense, though, that his death left a great mystery unresolved. 17 scrap. Federation ship hails... Oh no, rebel ship. I'm Federation. Federation scum, we've waited a long time for this. Okay, they have a heavy 2 and a bomb of some sort. Why did I fire that early? Wow, got lucky. Okay, dealt enough damage to pull the pilot off. No, 14 scrap. Not enough. 22 scrap. I suppose that's better. And if you look at things mathematically, it is technically better. Scans reveal a large asteroid field nearby. Short-range scanners may discover useful materials while we wait for the FTL. Let's go ahead and explore the asteroid field. 5 damage is what we found. Double fires is scary. Alright. Oh, the NG's actually fully trained right now, so after putting out the fire, might as well allow the other crew members to get a little bit of repair XP. High level microing, not necessary most times. Next sector, pirate controlled, okay. Pirate sectors are normally good opportunities to pick up some more crew, though 5 is not bad. A few years ago, the region was bustling with trade activity. Now it's overrun by bandits and marauders. Alright, Sector 4. Probably about the first sector you want to buy a system, unless you're just have a ridiculous amount of scrap, and typically go for a 3rd shield bubble. Zoltan shield gives us a little bit of leeway in picking that up, though it is 100 scrap to do so. Plus power. Okay, want to make sure there's nothing hidden up top. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, and we can make our way through the rest of the sector. As soon as you arrive, a small ship decloaks behind yours. You immediately power up the shields and weapons, but they continue on their trajectory unimpressed. You try to calm your nerves. Trolled in space. As you jump into the system, a pirate advances on your position. They are refusing all hails. Prepare for a fight. Okay, so we got cloaking. Looks like beam and 2 ion weapons, so that's scary. The ion weapons will shred our Zoltan shield, and multiple ion weapons can really decimate your shields. 2 charge ions, okay. Maximize evasion. Okay, so what we're actually going to do now, I'm going to take a Zoltan and move him over, move Emily over into the shield room. Float 2 power bars so it doesn't screw up any of my weapons. So now that we have 2 Zoltans in the shield room, ion weapons cannot take our shield down. And since they can't take our shield down, this beam can't pierce through it, and we are now 100% safe during this fight. Go ahead, maximize evasion in case we get a couple lucky dodges for piloting reasons. And go ahead and move them to scanners. Two missiles, one no. Not accepted. $22 scrap. Turn everyone back to the positions. Okay, there's a store. What do you have? Double halberd beam. That's totally irresponsible. Hilarious, but irresponsible. Battery charger, reverse ion field, and fire suppressors. Weapons. Was really hoping to find a usable system. Just gonna get a couple repairs. Okay, so do I get the Lido online or keep saving for the third shield? Third shield, even though we have the Zoltan shield, is probably the smart bet. I mean, two shielded ships, the flak, more times than not, will at least get both shield bubbles down, and as long as it takes down one, we're still able to do damage with the halberd beam. So that would probably be pushing it. Go ahead and buy 2 extra fuel, though. Okay, so we have... Let's see, that's 2 power. That's a 2-powered weapon system. Charge ion, burst 2, and a missile. As soon as you arrive, the distress signal shots are fired towards your ship. A trap. Okay, so 5-powered weapon system. Still have 3 Zoltan shields up. Oh, that was a fortunate hit. So that weapon came offline. Let's just go ahead and maximize damage. Afraid to best, take everything we have. Just don't kill us. 17 scrap, 4 missiles. Nope. $30 scrap. Well, that is enough to get the third shield bubble. Don't really have a way to power it yet, though. Not a store. Let's see, we can bounce around here and perhaps squeeze out a few extra jumps. Pirate ship arrives shortly after you. Judging by the fact it's attempting to avoid your ship, you assume that it's a smuggler. Attack the pirates. 3 shields? What? Why does it have 3 shields? That's gross. That is not cool. And they have a weapon system that can hurt us. So need to get at least 2 shots in here. No dodges. Alright, got one of the weapons offline. Basic laser, 2 shields. We're now fine for the rest of the fight. Well, not the rest of the fight. Currently, we are fine. Wow, that was a quick shield repair. The kind of repair that makes me think they don't have. Or that they do have an NG somewhere over there. Okay, well, we have level 3 doors. It'll take them a while. And the piloting is down, so we should finish them off here. $15 scrap is not enough scrap for your life. 16 scrap. Oh, blueprint. Let's see. You search the remains of the ship, but only come across blueprints and debris from a broken machinery. A shame, but you take what scrap you can salvage. Okay, let's go ahead and move you there. Put the human in. Even though that's a fully trained fighting NG, the base level Zoltan does more damage. I really don't like that we're already seeing level 3 shielded ships. I still don't have the power actually for the 3rd shield. I would like at least 1 power bar for it. What's the chances we find something gross at the shop? Possibly hacking if we come across the store, so gonna wait on spending the scrap once again. That's not in the nebula. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a ton of jumps. Four, 5. Okay, so we could jump, hit here. 1, 2. That would let us hit any store point and then come down to the exit. Here, here, here. If that's a store, then no. 2, 3, 4. Let's see, a heavily damaged Federation ship. Let's attempt to follow and help them. More shields. Wow, what a weapon system. We have a flak 1, a heavy 1, and a chain laser? Okay, well, we have a 32% evasion. Okay, that was poorly timed on my part. And now I have borders, and I didn't take down a single weapon. Bad play by me. Why did they lose a shield bubble? They have a Zoltan over there? Okay, the flak down. A slightly better position. This is sketchy now. That's gonna time badly. Let's see, so they offer me 14 scrap, 2 and 2. I really don't want that surrender. And I only have to do 1 more damage to them. Okay, so let's not take that. They went away. Have to keep an eye on the shot that it doesn't shoot the NG. Okay, when I control the NG and tell them to move, I would appreciate if the NG actually moved. If you don't mind. You two fix that. You can heal up as well. At least we got another. Actually, have them trained. No store. Whoa, that was a breach. Not cool. So gonna get 3rd shield. Would it have made a difference that fight? Technically it would have. When our 2nd shield went down, we were a little bit vulnerable, so I could have bought it last jump and probably saved us at least taking, what, potentially 2 whole damage, maybe even 3. If we had level 2 piloting, we would have gotten a blue option. We never would surrender one of our crew to slavers. Okay, burst ion, only 3 shields. See, now that is what I like to call a reasonable ship. That's all I ask for is reasonable ships. Being reasonable. I didn't like that placement of that beam. There we go. Horribly timed yet again. Maybe I should stop doing that. Maybe. Now that is a spooky weapon system. We surrender. Take one of our slaves as tribute. Weapons train Lagarde. So that's a 55 scrap reward then. I will accept your offer. Slightly hesitant due to the fact I will need repairs. Can't do that with 2 scrap. But I'm more interested in having help against borders. Okay, we'll go to sensors. We'll put virus back into doors. So of course we have borders. We want our doors to stay maximized and have the mantis running around. And if we need to find where bad things are on the ship to get fixed, we want the NG to be able to move around. As you recognize the ship as a well-known slave trader, he hails you. We're going to have to attack you, slaver scum. 5-powered weapon system with 2 bursts and a mini beam. So the key here is that we wait for the halberd beam to almost be online before firing the flak. Super scary. That's like 6 projectiles. Okay, and they were able to resist. Good for you. We surrender. Take one of our slaves as tribute. If you destroy us, then he'll die anyways. I quite simply need scrap right now, so I'm afraid we're not going to take that surrender. Geez, that's 60 scrap reward that we're turning down, technically. 37 scrap. So let's see. Have a better look at the layout of the sector here. Go 1, 2, 3, worst case scenario. 4, 5, 6. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or just 1, 2, 3, 4. Once you arrive, your screen lights up with warnings. A nearby pirate seems to have advanced hacking tools, of course, and they tried to shut down your engines. Okay, so we have 1 powered engine. 4 projectiles with only 12 evasion. They're gonna cut through our shields pretty quick here. Like so. Once we have one of the weapons offline, though, we are safe. Oh, the Mantis is really slow on repairs. Five fuel 40s scrap. Okay, I do not see a store. But it's possible that's the store there. Pirate ship was lying in wait inside the asteroid field and immediately moves into attack. Let's turn and fight. You have a flak 1, ion, and a missile. Oh, and hacking. That could be potentially bad. Oh, don't say we got hit by every shot and our weapons are going to get hit. Hacking our shields. That is not good in an asteroid field. So we definitely want to take out their weapons and their hacking. and just maximize damage the rest of the way. See, I hit 5 that way. Let's do 5. 5 sounds good. Uh, 715. That is not enough. No acceptance of surrender. $23 scrap. Okay, going to wait a little bit for the oxygen to come back online. Actually, I'm going to sneak in a quick break and then be right back in about a minute. Probably should turn the sound on before talking again. Okay. Let's go ahead and hit the distress. Beacon is coming from the surface of a nearby moon. The sensors are picking up a single life form. You find a colony that seems to have been recently attacked. Exploring the devastation, you find a lone survivor. Okay, normally it's they accept him to join your crew. They said that he's not mentally questionable. But in my attempts to actually start learning the quest, I totally forget what Auction 2 is, because we do have 6 crew. You find a colony. I'm just curious, what is the reward if we take him home? We can receive a high amount of scrap, a medium amount of scrap, or 10 hold repair. Yeah, I'd rather have a hull repair or a lot of scrap. Okay, 10 hull repair, that'll work. Go ahead head into the exit. So when the FTL drive is charged, we can jump to the next sector. Hailed by a mobile docking platform upon arrival. Welcome to Uncle Joe's Fix-It-Up shop. That doesn't sound sketchy at all. Uncle Joe's Fix-It shop. Let's see, we can inquire about their specialty. So we can improve our oxygen system. They could offer to upgrade our piloting. Okay, so let's inquire about what their specialty is. They can upgrade our reactor in exchange for some scrap, 24 scrap. That is not saving us a lot of scrap. But we were going to use that power bar to get the Lato online anyways. Keep clicking the wrong thing. Upgrades, 25. Yep, we saved a whole scrap. Investments. Let's go to the next sector then. Rockcomb Worlds. Rockcomb Worlds can be filled with some pretty nasty fights. Rock people have a particularly aggressive stance towards alien races trespassing in their space. Of course they do. That is a pretty forward exit. And those jumps are dead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you find a rock ship docked with a damaged Mantis fighter. Before you have a chance to hail them, the ship moves in and attacks you, and your register teleport symbols from the disabled ship. They're using the Mantis tech to board you. They must have some super shield bypass. How many boarders are we talking about? Okay, we will send the Mantis and the NG. They don't have any other teleporters. 3 shields, though. And that fairly frightening looking missile there. So that is the thing we would like to take down. Almost. Okay, I still have some Zoltan shield up right now. Then I hit more systems. There we go. We will not accept surrender. 37 scrap. Oh, you're already there. Good job. Okay, so we have made it all the way to Sector 5. We do have our 3 shields, 6 powered weapons system. Probably would prefer a heavy laser over the Lido, or... yeah, or maybe even a small bomb. 1 damage missile for 1 power isn't particularly good. We're okay power-wise. And got a good number of crew. So now we will be trying to find some sort of system. Cloaking, hacking, mind control. and start preparing ourselves to get ready for the flagship. You're immediately messaged by an imposing-looking rock war vessel. You are the ship off to save the Federation, aren't you? And you expect to survive with that hunk of junk? Oh, let's see. I don't think either option. Let's see. We're going to save them or die trying. We're strong enough to destroy you. Sure, let's. I think both options give us the quest. One ship is not the same as a fleet, but at least you've got some fire. Meet us at these coordinates if you wish to prove to us that the Federation is worth saving. They jump away. Okay. So this is the... Are you kidding me? CWP24, thank you for the auto host. So this is how you could unlock the rock ship. Which we're unfortunately not going to be able to get to. Okay, that's a distress, can't go there. That's what causes a dead jump. Not cool, game. Not cool at all. Captain of the rock freighter, lost in the asteroid field, hails you. Our coordinates led us here, but only death greets us. What must be, death to all. You power up the battle systems and wonder how long they've been stuck here. Okay, that is a burst 3, so 5 projectiles and a basic. Okay, that's a basic. Alright. That's... Alright, just seemed like it was a little bit slow to shoot there. It's a little gross. So we had triple misses there. Do want to try and hit the weapons. Hopefully they take this offline. I doubt it, but have to at least try. For some reason it went offline and now we're safe. I approve of their plan. And now we just hit all the things. Scrap, not nearly enough. 42 scrap. 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we already know the quest is stuck here. I'm going to hope that those aren't our stores in that direction. Beacon, just an abandoned depot. Intercept chatter from an approaching rock ship. Weapons moving into a gauge. Arm the tubes. There's no talking to these guys. Alright, so we got a burst and halberd beam. We should be safe for a while. So no need to waste a missile on this fight, hopefully. Two fuel, 4 missiles, and 17 scrap. I don't need either of those things, just more scrap. 35 scrap? Much better. Okay, there is our store. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 jumps to leave the sector. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 possibly, or 1, 2, 3, 4. It's a sun! Unusual solar activity from this region. Okay, they have a heavy laser and either an arc or Lea 2. Not a Lea 2. A Leto. Still don't know what it is. So not a particularly dangerous fight. Okay, I want to take out... I do want their weapon offline, and their shields, and cloaking. Yeah, that'll be fine. Whoa, not the pilot. That's craziness. Okay, NG, go put that out. I am going to send him to get healed. 27 health, 135. Okay. 40 scrap. Let's send everyone to the med bay who needs to go there. Hopefully it's a nice fire. That is the opposite of nice fires. Okay, we will try that again. Don't be a jerk. Do I have power floating around? It's gonna depower the weapon system, so as Zoltans move back, they don't mess up anything. Oh, we're just going to the store. Never mind. Fine, fine. Drone control with the wrong kind of drone. Teleport, that's where we are, not a boarding ship. Mind control. Mind control, at least, is interesting. That is a good weapon. Now, if I remember correctly, we actually don't have any nebulas the rest of the way. And I do have crew to actually put on sensors. Not. Wait a minute. Why are you? Go there. Mantis. Thank you. Okay, we'll save positions. We will get mind control. So mind control is going to be, I guess, very safe against boarders now. We have the Zoltan shield. We have a decent amount of crew. We can also use mind control on the pilot of enemy ships to increase the likelihood of our weapons hitting. So it will make the flak that much better at stripping down shields, so our halberd beam does maximum amounts of damage. Oh, it's such a bad idea to try and get the heavy laser. I should just ignore it. That's also 3 powers. That's for boarding, so it's useless. Not going with that drone control. I mean, if it had the defense drone, I found out you can actually cheese the game into giving you a defense drone. If you save now, leave, and then come back. Apparently it changes that to a defense drone for some reason. Okay, we're all right on hull. We do have another 82 scrap. Let's go ahead and buy a power bar then. That gets everything online. So it's sort of the, I hate to knock the halberd beam because it's amazing, but because we are dedicating 3 power to it, it doesn't give us a lot of other tools to strip shields, ensuring that we get maximum damage out of it. Good on fuel, good on everything else. I think we just move on. Okay, you have cloaking. Is that looks like a flak, burst, and a mini beam. Oh, and you had another laser there. So that's a pretty strong weapon system. 2, 4, 6. That's a 7 powered weapon system. 4 rock. But they don't have a way to actually heal themselves. And just being patient. Alright, we now mind control the pilots. Want to hit... I'd like to hit all the things, but hit enough of the things. Just gonna dunk them, I guess. 37 scrap. Mind control does give us some options in crew kills if we can take their weapon systems down in a satisfactory manner, as well as prevent them from healing. But we don't really have, don't have a lot of complements to getting those off. It's going to be very situational, but it's worthwhile keeping an eye on when those opportunities present themselves, because you do get bonus scrap and a chance at free items. Ah, you look like a military vessel. We're trying to get back to our homes alive. I'm an engineer by trade and could improve your reactor if you have some extra scrap. So let's see, reactors are going to cost me about 25 scrap. Boy, I just don't want to get down to 10 fuel, and it's not something I really need right now, so I'm just going to decline it. So you arrive at the long-range beacon. Your sensors have picked up a refugee ship drifting through system, no doubt one of the many fleeing the rebel advance. It doesn't appear to have detected you, or else it's trying to avoid notice. We will hail them. They're relieved to hear from you. They're low on supplies. Oh, why was the order that way? Of course I'll trade with you. It's a good hunk of fuel. Still salty about that game. Okay, Zoltan controlled or rock controlled? So I was wrong. There's totally a nebula. So here's the problem of my situation. So rock controlled would absolutely be better for us than the Zoltan, but the nebula, if that's like a slug home world, that would be really bad with the system we have as is. We wouldn't have long-range scanners, and our mind control would be useless. We'll start seeing 3 shielded ships, and it will be incredibly difficult to damage them. Zoltan's controlled, of course, will have Zoltans. And Zoltan shields will also prevent mind control, as well as requiring us to do 5 damage to their shields before we can hurt their ships. Gonna go Zoltan, though, because mostly of the fear of that nebula being like a slug homeworld. Well, I like the exit placement. Alright, so we can get one jump in before we reach the store. Not exactly sure what I'd be looking for there. Announces the presence of an ancient Zoltan monastery available for visiting. Tourist trap. Okay, there's 94 scrap. Is there anything I'd actually would buy at this store? Like a burst 2 or another flak? Hacking is another possibility. So we go for a potentially better weapon, which would also cost us 90 scrap to get online. But hacking could be amazing because it's hacking. Well, there is hacking. An automated reloader. Also tempting. Whole lasers. Yeah, you would have lots of good things. Okay, I have nothing to sell here. Automated reloader is good. Hacking is really good. We probably will take hacking. I assume our weapons is not trained. I was absolutely going to say trained. Don't worry about it. But hacking gives us a lot more flexibility with the weapon system we have. We do have 24 drone parts. And as always, hacking is hacking. Plus now we actually could technically go into the nebula, because whatever we hack, we could mind control the individual there. Might also give us some flexibilities in regards to crew kills, which is more scrap. Okay, so we did that. Another store. Let's not go there. Discover one of the rebels' automated scouts. The ship's AI wastes no time in engaging your ship. Rude. One moment. Sorry about that. Okay, so we have a charge ion, burst 3, so that's a 4-power weapon system that's going to fire in 19 seconds, cloaking, and a regular, or a basic laser, but only 2 shields. That's not going to be useful. So the temptation would be to hack its piloting, but that wouldn't stop the whatever, that burst from going off. That also didn't stop the burst from going off. Okay, 3 shields, 40% dodge. Should be safe, or at worst take a damage. Oh, actually, at worst we could take 2 damage. Well, that would be 2 damage. $38 scrap. I mean, we have plenty of hull to play with. If it was a problem, we could have actually hacked weapons. The piloting was down after our first wave, so they had 0 evasion. I could use another power bar. Zoltan shipyard stationed at this beacon. You admire a display of hundreds of glowing Zoltans performing delicate external work on a massive transport ship. Without active sensors, you have no option but to look out for viewports and apprehension. It's eerily quiet. Don't have a lot of options except to jump through these nebulas. So again, got the non-functioning mind control right now. That's okay, there's nothing at these jumps anyways. So you arrive at an asteroid field and greeted by a Zoltan guard. By attempting to gain access to these closed mining fields, you are in violation of the Natural Mining Protection Act. That is a glaive beam. That is a beam 2. And they have a burst as well. Do they have anything else? So that's just the drones. But we do have mind control. Let's go ahead. I should just fire that and hopefully we'll luck out a little bit. So we just get hit by all 3 shots and an asteroid, so that we're now vulnerable to the beam there. That's a little bit gross, game. I want to be your friend. Okay, mind control the pilot. Wow, so that asteroid was a total bro. They're now having a bad time over there. Three fuel, 38 scrap. Scrap. Let's see, inside the nebula you detect a rogue planet drifting through space. Its surface a huge monolith visible in the distance, even to the naked eye. Zoltan Elder hails you from the planet. Through luck or intention, you have discovered the Great Eye. Look upon its depths and receive your just desserts. There is a low chance that we lose crew here. I don't see a reason to risk them. So we'll leave. Even with the clone bay, you would actually lose crew there. It will not save them. You're surprised when a stationary Zoltan ship opens fire. It appears they have aggressive pugilists even among the enlightened. Hull beam. And a clone bay. 4 Zoltans. Okay, 4 Zoltans. I have a clone bay. Seeing if I could actually pull off a crew kill here. Maybe. We should be safe as long as this bomb doesn't hit anything. 3 shields against this weapon and the hull beam is safe. This is the only thing that can possibly harm us. Particularly when it's an ion bomb. That went from possibly harm us to could incredibly harm us. Maximize evasion. Don't hit weapons, don't hit weapons, don't hit weapons. Oh, we actually still had a single ion or a Zoltan shield left that just ate 8 damage. Value. Mind control, piloting. Okay, let's see. 70 health, 10, 40, 21. So if that hits weapons, that only slows us down. If this hits shields, though, then the whole beam wrecks us. Wow, it's a level 3 clone bay. Maybe I should have known that. Maybe. Oh, that was our chance at that. So we're playing with fire right now. The possibility of getting murdered by this whole beam and ion bomb. Okay, engine's not a problem. Again, piloting is actually not a problem. Really? It took you too long to get in there? Why? Let's see, hull, engines, piloting, mind control. So that's been 4 bombs that they've used. 5. $17 health, 33 health. So if they trade health, I would still need to do 1 more damage to kill that crew. So I couldn't do it with the beam because that would damage the rest of the ship, and it takes a while for clone base to register that it's not bringing a crew member back. You know, I think that's the 3rd time I hacked that incorrectly. Like a champ. Well, that I mind controlled them. Oh, right, the ion bomb shields. Alright, this has gone terrible. Not gonna need more damage unnecessarily. Okay, go ahead, heal up. Halberd beam and burst. Okay, nebula turns out to be a hiding place for terrified rock. Oh, I would like all my systems online. Thank you. So let's see, what have I learned here? If I had hacked the O2, I actually could have pulled this off, probably. Got the piloting back online. Not the weapons, though. Nah, the weapons are online. 3 fuel, 3 missiles, and 25 scrap. No, thank you. One, two, and out the exit. Okay, I'm sitting at 150 scrap right now, though. Let's go ahead and get that up to level 2. As you arrive at a Zoltan research facility, they say they are researching genetic distortion. Let's participate in the study, get 21 scrap, and some cakes made of stiff dough. Nice. Actually, probably would have preferred the fight there. Small civilian ship flies over. As soon as you arrive, you're prepared to fight, but they inform you that they're out of FTL fuel and can't jump. I have 16 fuel, you may have 2. Please take 56 scrap, if you insist. That is a reasonable amount of scrap for 2 fuel. So you come across a large trade station, however, as soon as you approach, warning, go out of the ships in the region. Do not associate with the Federation sympathizers. All who oppose the rebels will be punished. Now let's try a little mind control. Hopefully you have enough time to shop. What's in the store? Cloaking, drone control, long-range scanners. We have one more sector left. Okay, cloaking seems like the obvious pickup here. But I also could use a help to bolster the weapon system. And I like the long-range scanners. I'm actually going to turn down cloaking for a burst laser, just to have better weapons. If I don't find any weapons, the flagship fight could get gross. And that's my main concern. I can win without cloaking. I cannot win without weapons. Even if it's just for one sector. Okay, so if we sell the Lido, then we have enough to buy the upgrade in weapons. Alright, so that at least gives us 5 projectiles. That's going to make a lot of differences in ships, that we have 5 projectiles versus the 2 in the garbage missile. Next sector. Uncharted, Nebula, or NG controlled. I'd rather just have some fights. Go ahead and go NG. Store! No thank you. And jumps that didn't show any ships. Sell off drone parts. I will sell off 6 drone parts. Okay, now that I'm thinking about it, I absolutely should have gone to the Nebula. I do have long-range scanners, and I can just hack piloting. I completely forgot that I was worried about mind control not being effective, and I don't actually need it. Bad decision, not a game-running ending decision, but a poor decision. Let's see the Mantis before they see you. We will attack the Mantis. That is a lot of missile weapons. It's a ridiculous amount of weapons, and they do have a singular NG. Okay, so if I actually wanted to try and do a crew kill, I have to get the weapons offline first. Alright, so we use this to turn off evasion, mind control to try and get some crew kills, but have to take their weapons offline first. Okay, so there goes our Zoltan shield. The good thing is they have 3 missile weapons, they've already used 3 of them. Okay, we open the doors and mind control. And the weapons that in the doors, which lets them go right through our ship. Okay. That's kind of brutal. Okay, at least got the weapons off. They only have level 2, that... Okay, so weapons are offline, the clone bay is offline. Now we'll have to just deal with some boarders in the med bay. Now they mistimed that. Let's see, maybe don't need weapons right now. Go ahead and move you to sensors. Do want a power bar in my med bay. Okay, so let's see. Would they have 1, 2, 3 crew left? Quite a bit of hole for us to play with. Mind control the O2. Just to keep slowing down that repair. .85 health. Alright, and then there was only one. Just turn on hacking to slow him down, then we'll mind control. And then the oxygen should kill them. There we go. Six fuel, 63 scrap. So he first appears to arrive in an empty system, but a ship appears and behind the planet hails you. Haha, I'm the dread pirate Tuco, prepare to die. Okay, that is Missile City and a Heavy 2. They do have a med bay and teleporter, though. Who are they going to board with? Are they going to board with a Zoltan and the human then? A little bit weird. It's a little bit weird. Come on, dodges. Okay, so that is an Artemis. Oh, that's going to wreck our shields in no time. Really? We are not going to take surrender. Okay, we have 2 boarders. Let's try and kill them ASAP. Alright, my oxygen is a little bit low. They still have a missile up. Okay, got the evasion. Okay, so I have to wait for the doors to actually close, or somehow they're able to slip out. If you say so, game. Rats, they went back. Okay, well, we did get 1 kill there. Let's see NG's health at 82. Zoltan 1 down, Zoltan 2 down. I would like it if you didn't evade these things. Okay, got the weapon down and some damage on the Zoltan. 52 health. Okay, go in there, and then we can kill him. Fight, fight, fight! Okay, so I'm trying to figure out why... Because he had to fight through the doors? So now I can't get a crew kill because, Okay. Learning, still learning, 44 scrap. Okay, we'll need some hull repairs. One, two, three, just to make sure that's not the store. Really, that shows us more jumps. Let's go here. FTL charging. Don't charge your FTL. And have 2 missiles. And a combat drone too. All good things. That was kind of a gross amount of damage there. I do have the missile offline, the other missile isn't. To fuel one drone and some scrap. Okay, getting a little bit low on hull here. I do not need fuel. That is not the store. Okay, so I can take this fight, get here, see if those are store 1, 2, 3. I mean, we will get 10 repairs when we leave this sector. Alright, I know those aren't the other store. It's an engine control sector. There should be 3 stores. Worst case scenario is 1 and 2. Come on, we're having a fun time. Don't make this all sketchy all of a sudden. Find a rebel automated scout floating near this beacon. Despite its pristine condition, it appears to be deactivated. Let's go ahead and attempt to... Do I want the map so I know where the stores are, or do I take 31 scrap? I mean, there's a chance we just get a map and there's a store right next to me. I'll take the 31 scrap. And that is an asteroid field. Okay. Feel a little bit safer about fighting in the asteroid field now. Let's see, a pirate ship was waiting in late inside the asteroid field. It immediately moves in to attack. Wow! That is a weapon system. Alright, we relatively safe now? Single burst and a halberd beam would have to tie up with the asteroid field to actually deal us any damage now. Okay, wait for him to get into the room and hope I can then mind control them to fight. Okay. So we hack down the weapons and mind control them. We're pulling for the human here because the engine could fix the O2 quickly. Five fuel, 8 missiles, and 23 scrap. Do not need. So we were one hit away from being able to get that kill. Because that is level 2 oxygen. So how could I have done it differently? I can't wait to watch this run all over again to try and figure out the best way to actually get these crew kills. I mean, I have level 2 hacking. I should just hack the O2 then. 4, 5, 1, 2, 3. Game, you're giving me a bit of a fright in here on that store I was looking for. What is your specialty? We'll upgrade your piloting. No thank you. Okay, so that is not a store. We have a potential one store here, and one should be down here then. Well, that is a missile. Okay, we're boarded. Go say hello to the border. Might as well send the NG in as well. $21 health, 70 health, and 100 health. And an NG. Okay, 2 Mantis coming back, that's good. Go ahead and vent. I mean, the ion can't actually do us any damage. Alright, NG is making his way to the O2. Got the weapons back online. Why did you get the weapons back online? Let's take the weapons back offline. Okay, he's at low health. The medbay's off. The O2 is off as well. And they went back. We're gonna have to mind control them. And the weapons. If it gets the O2 online, then we just do a full drain. That should kill them. Should kill someone. Alright, got the 1 kill. Where are you going? Alright, back to the weapons. Okay, drain the oxygen again. Mind control? Really? He survived a level 2 oxygen? So oxygen's at 4%. Okay, he can't fix it in time. $64 scrap. Okay, so I need to hack that oxygen to drop it down low, then damage it, so that I can actually get those crew kills. How are none of these a store? And we have long-range scanners. We would have seen it. Did I miscalculate somehow? I mean, I'm not saying I can't be wrong. I could totally be wrong. Seems like I am. Okay, we will go to the distress. Hope this is the store. We can double back. Burning the fuel is not a problem. Let's carefully cut out the ship, get 51 scrap. Store, distress, and then a dive. Okay, game. Teleporter, cloaking, drone recovery arm. Let's go. Yep, we'll buy cloaking. Okay, so that is everything powered up then. Go ahead, dive for the exit then. Okay. Shouldn't be too bad, he said. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is an 8-powered weapon system. I can respect that. We should be fine. I mean, we can cloak under the ASB. I guess we could have blown the mind control there. And we'll just jump to the next sector. Go to the last stand. You arrive at the outpost close to the Federation base. Your access codes get you past initial security, and an officer sets up a direct feed to the Federation base's war room. Admiral Tully speaks first, saying, "What is the meaning of this? Who are you?" We explain our mission. Your explanation is met with murmurs of cynicism and disbelief among the officers. General Terzel of the NG Brigade speaks up. Intel suggests potential counter to rebel technology. Risk all or save none. We explain the weakness of the enemy fleet, the giant cheaty rebel flagship. Tully responds, "It's settled. The rebels will be here in a matter of moments. We will do what we can to hold off their warships, but you must succeed in destroying this flagship. Your current outpost can provide some repairs and fuel, and other repair stations can provide aid as well. Good luck." Alright, so we are in Sector 8, the final sector. We will need to defend the base here from the flagship here. Okay, so I have 39 scrap, 1 power currently short there. We will need to buy at least 1 buffer point in oxygen. But right now we can just try and get some scrap and fights. I shouldn't have sold the long-range scanners, then I could actually see what fights are available. Is that like the thing that cuts off the entire rest of the map? Of course it is. Fun, fun. Most fights shouldn't be bad, though. Held by the rebel ship, where the rebellion is completed, you'll see the safer world we provide. Well, I mean, you won't, but you get the point. Okay, they have weapons, burst, and a halberd beam. Okay, they got a repair drone and crew. Get in our hack. We should be totally safe for this fight. It also would help if I actually remembered to hack the pilot there. Alright, well, we can mind control, slow down that. Well, that's a better situation for us. Oh, that works so much better when they don't have evasion. Nope. $55.85 health. Oh, you have health too. Wow, those repairs were fast. That does not matter now. A stun bomb and 58 scrap. Oh, well, looks like we were doomed to dive anyways. Random is random. Rebel ship is guarding this beacon. You order a pursuit course and prepare to scratch up one more. Okay, what kind of gross drones do you have? And a flak 2. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and mind control you now before that super shield gets up, if you don't mind. Slip in that hack. Okay, so we have cloak for the flak 2. And just evasion 3 shields to deal with the other weapons. Alright, 2, 1, go ahead, hack piloting. That's a pretty nasty level of defense they have there. But no evasion right now. Okay. $57 scrap. Right, so that will be a dive. Okay, I'm at 154 scrap. What other improvements could we do? I can get the stun bomb online. No, we're not getting the stun bomb online. Okay, could get one more power bar. That's online. So I don't forget, let's get the O2 online. Buy the power bar. We shouldn't need 4 shields. 2, 3, 4. Oh, they actually fired that missile. Okay, we should be okay. I just need the cloak for that, but the weapon system shouldn't hurt me for a little bit. No, that could absolutely get me. My cloak wasn't going to come back up in time. Orders! Okay, that's gross. I know that's kind of gross. Actually, it's not that bad. As once the Vulcan's down, we actually can't take damage, it looks like. Unless they have some sort of boarding drone, that's what's slowing them down. Okay. I'm actually going to move you out from there, and we'll just mind control them to fight themselves. This is fine. There's the boarding drone. We'll still get a decent amount of damage. Don't know what exactly all is going to be offline. And then we'll cloak. Hacking went down. Okay, I have level 2 hacking though. So we're gonna try and target the drones this time around. Just take them out. 53 scrap. Okay, there's no reason you guys should take damage in the breach. There we go. Two, three, four. As all those sectors under Federation control, a small scout has slipped by the fleet. You move in to engage. Let's see, your evasion's probably something filthy gross. Let's see, I'll be able to do 2 damage to that. I would like at least 1 shield down, I suppose. So, reflect there. Hack the shields. We can safely cloak. The beam weapons don't actually break our stealth system. Oh, that's a poorly placed halberd beam. Okay, much safer fight now. Unless all 3 shots hit through 45% dodge. That apparently is a thing. Okay, and hit shields. Do we just not have evasion for some reason? Oh good, here it came back online. Please die, thank you. Okay, we have 3 turns. But we have 4 shields. What do you have? So that's a Vulcan. That's a 4 power weapon. So that's a 4 power weapon. That's a 3 power weapon. And those are 2 more weapons. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a 10 powered weapon system. That is kind of gross. Okay, no evasion. Okay, so the scary thing is if I don't want to jump into the flagship with my cloaking not online. But I do want to cloak taking this 3 damage, so we might have to wait a little bit in between the jumps. Okay, that works as well. That is good enough. Let's just go to the base. Okay, this is it. The Rebel flagship. If you are able to destroy this monstrosity, the Federation fleet will have a chance of surviving. There is no turning back. Okay, so this is flagship phase 1 of 3. We have a level 2 cloak, doors, a ton of crew, as well as a hack. 4 shields. Each one of these weapons actually only requires 1 power to run. This ion weapon has 2 buffer points. This beam has 2 buffer points, and the burst and missile weapon have 3 buffer points. They cannot hack us while our Zoltan shield is up. That will give us an opportunity to maximize damage. So what my plan is, they will cloak and do nothing. They'll shoot a couple shots at us. Again, hopefully our Zoltan shield doesn't come down. What we can do is, if I don't have level 3 hacking, I could have done really cool shenanigans if I had level 3 hacking. That's alright. Plan is now just changed. Alright, the key is that I need to do 4 damage to this room here. So how do I do 4 damage to that room? Because my flak will go hits. I only have 5, 6. I have 7 potential damage through. Okay, so I'm going to have to hack shields. Their evasion won't be very high anyways, and we'll mind control the pilot. Fire the 3 flak projectiles at this area here. Hope that one hits here, maybe not, but if it takes down the shields, we'll at least get it down to 1 shield bubble. The flak will take down the rest of the shields, ensuring that our burst 2 shots and our halberd beam deal the rest of the damage. So I'm just trying to figure out the exact timing on this. So I'm going to have to hack the shields. Before the hack is complete, fire the flak cannon. The flak cannon eats their shields. Halberd beam cannot miss, deals damage to the piloting and the missile system. With the pilot mind control, 2 damage to the piloting will drop the autopilot to 0. And then do 2 damage plus the burst 2 to the weapons. Sure, that all made sense. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so that went pretty much as we hoped it would. We got the missile system down. And they just hacked our weapons. That's gross. Okay, so if the weapons are at least hacked during their cloaking, we wouldn't have got that power anyways. So that would be less bad. Really, no evasion whatsoever. Alright. That was a little bit annoying. Three fuel, 22 scrap. I don't think we killed any crew that wave. Because we, what, 2-shotted them? Guess I can't complain about that. Alright, let's see what's here. Okay, beams, a little bit of a missile. Not too dangerous, okay. So what I'm trying to get scrap for is if I can get a level 3 hacking so I don't have to do nearly the amount of hoping of shots hitting during the flagship fight. Really, the missile's still online. No, that makes sense. I don't really have that much damage. Should not be surprised. Maximize evasion. We'll have to get a dodge in at some point, right? Nope. Okay, 48 scrap. That damage was not make or break by any stretch of the imagination, just really awful dodges. Back to the base. Okay, so the flagship. So you arrive near the Federation base and find the bulk of the fleet skirmishing with rebel forces. You hang back near the far side of the moon to avoid the conflict. There's not much you can do to help in this battle, and your mission holds the key to turn the tide of war. Prepare to face the flagship. Alright, so we wait for the flagship. This will help set up phase 3. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That is a ton of crew. Alright, so now they will have a lot of drones during this fight that we will have to contend with. And a drone event that, no matter how much damage we do to this drone system, that drone event will still occur. So we will sneak our hack past their defense drone by turning it off and on. That's how things work. Okay, we will power our hack fully, give it a second, and now try to drain their shields. Okay, so we're going to do basically the same setup again, where we can fire 3 flak at their shields, beam from the piloting down to the weapons, or burst 2 into the weapons, and then mind control the pilot. That will drop their evasion to 0 and do relatively obscene amount of damage, as well as take their missile system down. If I remember to actually point the beam at them. It's okay, not a problem. Alright, and we were boarded by drone. Oh, we can open up the doors. To slow the oxygen drain. Send our crew in there. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. What just happened? I have 100 oxygen. And now I have none? I am completely confused as to what just happened here. There's no way that should have happened. Okay, well, thankfully, well, not thankfully, we plan to have level 2 oxygen, but that makes absolutely no sense unless there's 2 breaches. which there's not. I don't understand why our oxygen just completely evaporated. Unless I opened up both. Did I double click on doors? Okay. I'll look at it later. We'll try and figure out exactly what I did later. Okay, I have level 2 oxygen right now. The breach is gone. Please pump O2 into my ship. Thank you. I would like some semblance of evasion now. Okay, I don't need the hacking. Maximize evasions. Keep maximizing O2. Okay, that is a single breach. I have level 2 oxygen. If I open up the doors, then it should stabilize. Let's go fix that. Oh wow, I totally opened up my outside doors. Okay. That was a bad thing. Don't do that. Don't have a breach and then open your outside doors. Sorry, guys. Mild levels of panic. Sheer panic. Okay. We have plenty of hull. What do we do now? I have 43 scrap. Alright, I'm buying that in sensors. That way I will always be able to mind control someone when I need to. Now we will jump into the flagship. So this gives us 2 chances to kill the flagship. We can, maybe if we're lucky, we'll take it down here. If not, we can just hop back to the base. So if something goes horribly wrong, or we just get overwhelmed by boarders, we have this option to setting up the way because the base never gets overtaken. I'm not certain how you're able to keep fighting with the amount of damage it has sustained. It looks like it's transferred its power to the teleporter as well. Some kind of super weapon. Be prepared, this is it. Okay, so they have a teleporter mind control. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boarders. That's a little... It's almost actually the only downside to the Zoltan shield is this particular situation where we want to take boarders on and then jump away to deal with them. We can't do that. They're not going to board. And we also can't hack or mind control until their Zoltan shield is down, except their Zoltan shield takes 20 points of damage. Okay, turn off auto fire for a second. Pilot got mind controlled. That cannot be allowed to happen. And this is the event, which we will now cloak under. Okay, so we've dealt with one crew boarding. Okay, damage and mind control. NG, go ahead and fix that up if you would be so kind. Yeah, we can start draining their shields now. It is possible we might just be able to dunk them right here. Okay, so what I want a halberd beam. Normally I would take out the piloting, not the case right now. Mind control and the teleporter, just so I don't have to deal with them. Alright, then we're going to try and find the person who's over there. Missile system's still online. Alright, but I got my mind control up. Do I mind control somebody over on their side? Now let's just get our weapons back online. Okay, our cloak is up and ready for the next burst. Yeah, let's make sure all the shots are gone before I actually drop my evasion. That seems like a good idea. Well, had a couple little scares there at the end. So when you have a breach, don't vent your entire ship. You're gonna have a really bad time. Luckily, well, not luckily, again, we had O2, just, yeah, don't do that if you don't have the O2 for it. 5242. 43 ships, 160, 1,645, scrap. Anyways, that at least gets our